Hello, hello, beloveds. I'm so happy you're here. You're so welcome to this space. And today, this Q&A is going to be a little bit different because it's not going to be a Q&A. Because I feel that there is so much resistance towards where we're at right now. And I'm going to explain a little bit about what I mean by that. We live in a society that is so focused on achieving things, on keeping the same pace the whole time. And yet, as human beings, we're animals. We are not made for constantly being at the top of our game, constantly achieving things, constantly working or doing whatever it is that we're doing. We are part of nature. Our cells are made of stardust. And nature has cycles, just like we have cycles, especially as women, where the cycles are more tangible with our menstrual cycles. And men also have cycles. Maybe not as tangible, but they go through cycles as well. And just like nature, we have inner cycles of spring, summer, fall, and winter. And what that means is that sometimes when we're in spring, we feel that excitement, and we're going to the summer and we feel accomplished, that we're getting things done. And then we go into the fall and the energy starts to simmer down a little bit. And then we go into winter where we are in that space of hibernation. And what happens when we're in that space of hibernation and living in a society that doesn't encourage being in that space, there's a friction there, and there's a resistance towards it, because we want to fit in and we want to be a part of the whole, right? That's a survival mechanism that we have. And so we want to be the kind of person that is at the top of their game the whole time, or some of us do. But we're not made for that. And if you're experiencing fatigue, you're probably the kind of person that is highly sensitive, and especially sensitive to these cycles and these fluctuations. And especially this time of year when we receive, at least in the northern hemisphere, because that's what I'm talking about right now. I'm talking about the winter in the northern hemisphere, where we receive less sunlight and our bodies are affected by that. And so what I would like to give you today is a meditation to align your body a little bit more to this, to being in this space. And I'm going to guide you through an inner meditation. And also, like I wrote in a post earlier today, we carry so much in that resistance. There is fear, there is anger, there is pain, there is sadness. And sometimes that is the resistance. That is what's keeping us from being able to take that relaxed breath, to be in that space of relaxation, and to be in that space of rest. So one of the first things that we're going to do in the meditation is to allow those feelings to be felt and released so that we can make space for the relaxation. So I invite you to get comfortable You can do this either lying down or seated, whatever feels best for you. And I invite you to do this with your eyes closed. At least I find that it's easier for me to connect inwards, to connect to my inner experience with my eyes closed. So, as soon as you're comfortable and have your eyes closed, I invite you to start noticing your breath. And just notice where in your body you're feeling your breath, whether it is in the top of the chest or in the middle or all the way down in your belly. There's no right or wrong here. We're just becoming aware of what's present in ourselves right now. And then I invite you to allow the out breath to be a little bit longer. And maybe opening your mouth and making a sound, a sighing sound. And noticing how that supports your body to relax just a tiny bit more. Now I invite you to imagine that from the base of your pelvic floor and from the soles of your feet, you have roots growing out of your body and down into the earth. Through the floor of the room where you're at, down into the ground beneath the house, through the rocks, the gravel, the soil, the waterways, the crystals, all the way down into the core of the earth. And whether you feel this or not doesn't matter. It's the intention that matters. The intention of sending down the roots, of connecting to the earth. And from this place, I invite you to imagine that you're sitting out in nature in front of this beautiful tree. And you notice that there are no leaves on the tree, because the tree has made itself ready for winter. It has brought all its energy down into the core, the roots, the trunk. And as you're looking at the bottom of the tree, you notice there's a hole in the ground. And you start making your way through that hole into this beautiful warm cave that's underneath the tree. And you look around and you see the roots holding the walls of the cave. And there's softness on the ground. And there's a sense of safety, a sense of groundedness, and also an energy of love and compassion. emanating from the tree and from the earth, holding you in this space. And I invite you to feel this just in the way that feels right to you. Notice any sensations in your body or imagined sensations. And from this place, I invite you to connect to that place in you that feels the frustration, that feels the anger, maybe even bitterness, pain, sadness. And imagine this as an energy in your body. And notice what color it is, what shape it has, what texture it has. And then imagine that right in front of you in this cave, on the floor of the cave, there's this hole that is ready to receive this energy. And imagine letting go this energy, sort of like it's pouring out from your body down into the hole, where Mother Earth is ready to receive all of this anger, frustration, pain, sadness, bitterness, whatever is alive. The tears running down, pouring down into this hole. And when this is done, you notice that the hole closes. And I now invite you to imagine that there is energy pouring out from the walls of the cave, from the roof of the cave, and from the soil of the cave. A loving, nourishing energy slowly moving into your energy field. Closer and into your skin, into the muscles in your body, into the organs, into the blood, the nervous system, into the bones, nourishing your entire being. Bringing with it this beautiful sense of acceptance, a beautiful sense of that it's okay to be exactly where you're at right now. And that there's a wisdom in this energy, bringing with it exactly that which you need right now, whatever that may be, whether you're conscious or not. And I invite you to breathe this into your whole being. As you're breathing it in with your in-breath and allowing it to settle as you breathe out. Breathing in and bringing it in. Breathing out and allowing it to settle. Imagining that every single cell in your body opens up to receive this nourishment. Filling your entire being. This beautiful, energizing nourishment. Bringing exactly what you need right now. And here I invite you to notice how that feels like in your body. What sensations you notice. And the difference between what it felt like when you came into the cave and how it feels right now. And as we're coming to a close with this meditation, and I invite you to thank the earth, Mama Gaia, Pachamama, whatever you wish to call her. Thank the tree. And slowly coming out of the cave, starting to wiggle your toes and your fingers, moving your feet and your hands. Bringing a little more movement to your body, maybe stretching. Becoming aware of the sounds around you other than my voice. The feeling of the clothes on your body. The light coming through your eyelids. And in your own pace, slowly opening your eyes. And then looking around, orienting yourself in the space where you're at. And coming back here and now. So I'd love to hear in the comments how this meditation was for you. And you can come back to this meditation whenever you need, whenever you feel that you need to have that space to nourish yourself, to come back to yourself, to come back to that place of hibernation, of stillness within yourself. And maybe you might feel the energy of the agitation of emotions. And there's an invitation in this meditation to release that and to open up for a more space of just being. Okay, loves, I hope this was useful for you. And next week is the week before Christmas, so it will be the last Q&A for this year, 2023, because I will be taking time off during the Christmas. So I will see you next Wednesday. Sending you lots of love.